Hello, everyone. This is David Bulldog 27. Today I'm going to be talking about beauty. This is a rather strange topic. I don't know if it's a topic as much as it's a state of mind. We can certainly appreciate the beauty of nature. Right now, on this hot, humid day, I'm on the Appalachian Trail in Dutchess County, New York. Beyond, I can see the Catskills and the haze. You probably can't see it on the video because it is so hazy. Why is beauty important is the topic of the day. St. Augustine said that people, or he said men of course, but people will look beyond to the heavens and beyond the shores of the sea in the wonder of the world. And yet most people do not look inside their own hearts. And St. Augustine was one of the first philosophers really to examine one's own heart in the Confessions. I would say today we are not only not looking at the beauty of our world that surrounds us, but we also don't look at the beauty or reflect inside of what's going on in our own hearts. Modern people today are more and more seem to be lacking curiosity of the world around them. And beauty arises not just in nature, of course, but it's also in the art that people have produced throughout the years. I believe I heard on the radio yesterday Grand Central Station, which is a beautiful icon in Manhattan. And 40 years ago, there was a serious debate to demolish it and replace it. And the Supreme Court of New York State overruled the demolition. And what we have now is a jewel of a station that remains. Beauty is something that we kind of cast away sometimes. And we shouldn't. We should preserve it, we should respect it, we should appreciate it. Not only is there beauty in architecture and in nature, of course, there's beauty in humans as well. This is a big topic, part of my discussion today. Why is it appropriate to say that someone is attractive? Because it's one way we recognize the beauty of someone else, our fellow humans. The problem with that is, in today's modern language, that is considered insult. If you say someone is attractive, the underpinnings of that is that they are being looking for sexual gratification, looking for some type of personal gain from that relationship. And women today, in particular, tend to look at any kind of male preference for them as potential predator. It's not something that most of us, and certainly myself personally, have ever experienced or ever known anyone that's gone through this. But the media, the attention towards it, has created a frenzy in which we feel that all males are predators and looking for sexual gratification, rather than the beauty of a relationship, which is probably the most worthwhile endeavor in our lives. How do you really think a man would react if he saw a woman that he know was raped by another man, or has some PTSD issues from a traumatic event? How do you think the normal guy would react to that? And the answer is quite obvious. He would react to it with love and compassion. That's not what the media tells us. That's not what we hear in stories and innuendo and comments on Twitter. The relationship between a man and woman is in a state of crisis right now. It really is. When I look at older couples and how they continue to enjoy their lives and respect one another and love each other, it's a beautiful thing. And when you look at young people, it doesn't seem like you notice that as much. Dating has gone down. Men are certainly afraid of getting into a relationship for fear of repercussions, a call from the police, charges of inappropriate behavior, harassment, you name it. This is the kind of society we are developing. It's already started. And where does it go from here? I actually am familiar with PTSD. And, how do you help a person who has that? Very often they'll react against it. And they'll react against it because they're afraid of getting into a relationship. But because there's so much social animosity towards men and their aggressive side, which is a problem, I'm not going to deny that. But you have to put it into context. For example, 40% of girls in South Africa, their first sexual relationship is rape. Now, that is not the case here in the United States or most of the West. Men here tend to be very supportive and defend their mothers, sisters, wives, girlfriends quite well. This is a good society. This is a place where women should feel safe, and that the approaches of men who show sincerity with their love and their affection. And yes, even if they say, you look at your attractive woman, that's not a sign of vengeance or disrespect, because that's the way men pretty much are taught in the United States, to respect women. But what we're seeing in the media, of course, again, is the opposite. Women have to take some form of agency as well, to recognize that not all men are bad. In fact, most of them are actually pretty good. And a loving relationship, of course, is one where one sacrifices for the other. Is not what I get from the relationship at all. You put those two together, you have a very beautiful thing. If you care about, if you would sacrifice for the other person, and you do that mutually, the rewards you get are enormous. And it is the most beautiful thing that human beings can share with one another. But just like most relationships, even if it's just friends, what's being taught out there is that we need to be suspicious of everybody. We need to look at the ugly of human relationships, friendships, everything. Keep it as low key, keep distance. Don't make it beautiful. God forbid. Don't make it beautiful. I say the latter. Make life beautiful. Enjoy the moments you have. We're only on this earth so long. take care of yourself, take care of others, and everything will work out. No matter what else is going wrong in your life, if you have a special person in your life who cares about you, you've reached the beauty that is the apex of a human experience. Let me know what you think about this video, and don't forget the books that I have. You can support me just by reading those books on Amazon. I think you'll enjoy them, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.